And we are 4 minutes of added time. We've just about had 2 of them. So we've got 2 minutes left, Sol Bamba. 2 minutes for Brentford to hang on. They've just had a corner, Bournemouth. Begovic is still up there in the box. Now he's claiming a penalty or a corner. What's he claiming? Talk us through it, Sol.
He's offside now anyway. You can tell he's a goalkeeper playing in front. I know we've seen Alisson score an unbelievable goal, but I don't think Begovic would have done that. I mean, it's been all Brentford the last 10 minutes anyway, but Bournemouth tried to come out. It's 2 minutes to go. They had a good chance, to be fair. Like I mentioned early on, Shenlong come in and stretched the game. He managed to run behind the defender and cross the ball, but it was too long for Danjuma. But I think Brentford's going to hold on now.
Obviously, the turning point was the red card. Yeah. How will he be feeling, Chris Mepham, there sitting in the dressing room, knowing that really that sending off is what's turned the game?
Yeah, he'd be very, very disappointed, because I think it was a lack of concentration. You don't need to take a touch here. You can see the players coming to close you down. It's a semi-final of the playoff. You're winning 1-0, just clear the ball. But unfortunately, he didn't do that. He'd be disappointed and for a couple of days and feel sorry for himself. But, he need to go again. It's football, it happened.
And we've got a free kick here for Brentford in an attacking position. So the ball's at the right end of the field, the time's ticking away, and it's looking now like it is going to be Brentford in that final. Yeah,
exactly. And that, unfortunately, is set up Bournemouth today. They didn't know where to go after they scored the goals. No option on the ball. I think maybe the occasion was too much for them. I'm a bit surprised because it's a big game. They got big players. They're coming down from Premier League, full of confidence, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. I think Brentford's just going to keep the ball. You don't need to pull the ball on the box. It's 30 seconds to go.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to see it through.
Well, you said it before, Sol, before the game. Bournemouth really had to win. You felt this, and there was more pressure on them because they had to win. They've got big players on big salaries. Yeah. Came down last season, and more pressure on them to win. Do you think it's maybe what's got to them today?
Yeah, I don't think before the game I won't say that would be a concern. They won the first leg as well. It's big players. You expect them to crumble, if you like, under the pressure. But now it's going to be a problem because you're not going to go up. Like you mentioned, it's financially as well, it's going to be complicated for them to get hold of the best players. So we have to wait and see what will happen next year.
Well, seconds ticking away here. The referee, Jared Gillett, he's probably looking forward to his post-match beer or glass of wine more than anyone because that's it, full-time, whistle's gone. And let's have a look at the celebrations on the field right now because what a day. Look at the players. They're absolutely delighted. Ivan Toney scored from the penalty spot. And Thomas Frank, the manager deserves some credit, doesn't he?
Usually, because he said it straight away after the game. They will come in here and win the game. He makes sure the player was at it. Before the game, we saw him as well doing the lap of honour. We saw him talking to the crowd and said it's going to be 3-0. And they scored 3 goals and they won the game. So he deserves a lot of credit. The player as well, it wasn't easy. They had a bad start, conceded nearly goals, and they respond. So credit to them. They deserve it.
Yeah, and look, I mean, how do you know what this feels like, Sol? I mean, to lose in a playoff game, those Bournemouth players will be absolutely crestfallen, won't they?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I think, to be fair, Bournemouth over the season, I like to think they should have finished top 2 with the budget they had, with the players they had. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be. They dropped down to the playoff. You expect them as well to do well. They didn't. So now, obviously, a lot of questions have to be asked. The manager done well, to be fair, to get them there. It wasn't easy. He's a change manager during the season. But now, obviously, they have to make a right decision, bring the right manager if they want to change. Of course, it's no guarantee Woodgate can stay. But for me, the most important thing is to hold up the best player and try to go again next season.
And Brentford, their form, people were questioning their form and saying that, this stage of the season, they sort of fall apart and so on. But this result will give them a big boost going into the final. And, whether it's Swansea or Barnsley, would you fancy Brentford to do it?
Yes, they got a chance now. I think the difference between last season and this season is they knew early on they were in the playoff. And last season, they could have still do it and they crumbled at the last couple of games. Now they have time to prepare it. They've done it, they were ready for it, and they're going through to the final. But If it's Swansea, you know, Swansea is a good team. They play similar football. It'd be a good game to watch. If it's Barnsley, it'd be tough because, you know, Barnsley, we know what they like to do. You know, play the ball forward and go for challenges and make it difficult for opposition. So, but they definitely got a chance. They're a good team and they deserve to be on the final. But the final is a one-off game, so everything can happen.
So, what can I say? It's been a pleasure to have you back. We've had a great game there today. The best news of the week was hearing that you're cancer-free.
Thank you very much.
And you're looking fantastic. Look forward to seeing you back in action next season as well, playing football. Thanks for coming back in at Sky Sports News, and we'll see you soon.
Very good to be here. Thank you for having me.